Hey, it's James Nicholson and welcome to this channel. Now, this channel is all about our investment journey. I'm currently building out my portfolio and I'm building out a portfolio for my two daughters. We've got Georgia, who's 21. We've just finished our first project up in Doncaster. And if you want to see how that went, you can go and check out all the videos on this channel. We've got when we bought it at auction. We show you all the behind the scenes of the renovation project and the final valuation as well. So go and check out those. And we're building a portfolio for my new baby, Emily, who's just one. Now, how can you follow along with how we progress and how successful we are on this? Well, very easy. Take that finger of power, spin it round, smash that subscribe button over there. Go on, do it right now. It'll take you 2 seconds. Smash the subscribe button and hit the bell notification. Now, I want to talk to you today about interest rates. Now, interest rates are on the rise, as we know. And we know it's no secret interest rates are going to continue to rise. The Bank of England have made that very, very clear, as have the Federal Reserve over in America. Now, why are interest rates rising? Well, they are rising because during the pandemic, the government printed lots of money. And they printed more money than they've ever printed in history in a very, very short period of time. That devalued money, and that meant that inflation started. And inflation in the last year, we're looking at around 10%. And so it's been called the cost of living crisis by the press. And it's really getting tough for a lot of people. Energy prices are getting expensive. Food prices are on the up. And there's no real end in sight. It's going to be continuing very, very likely for at least the next few months. And so what that means is that affordability on things is not quite as high as it has been in the past. Now, the market is cooling off, and I made a video on that yesterday, which you can also check out on the channel with the July property news update. The property market is cooling off. And so the most recent increases, we've got the figures for May out just the other day. It was 0.1%. So not 1%, 0.1% was the increase in property prices. Now, that really means nothing, does it? It's not like an increase, it's not really a decrease. It means they're pretty much just stagnant. Prices aren't going up, they're not going down, but they could start coming down at some point. No one has that crystal ball to be certain for sure, but it's possible. And so when you're buying deals as an investor, you need to make sure that you're making your money when you get into the deal. Right, so my latest deal, we have got that below market value by buying at an auction. We've kept the refurbishment costs low, and that meant that we got most of our money back out when we did a remortgage. Now, the Bank of England has come out in the last few days and said that we need to be prepared for bigger rate increases. So at the moment, the last few rent increases have been 0.25%, and we're currently at 1.25% on the Bank of England base rate. Now what they're saying is they're likely to be raising in the future or fairly soon by 0.5% because they're really desperate to just curb this inflation. So what normally happens is the interest rates will go up. That means that people will start spending less, and then inflation normally starts to come down at that stage when people get more competitive on pricing and stuff like that. And so that is what they're doing. Now, what does that mean for property investors? Well, I still think that the interest rates are particularly low. They're still historically low. And it's very easy to get carried away and look at it and say, this is all doom and gloom. But actually, prices aren't coming down. Interest rates are historically low. And there are still possibly people that are now looking to offload properties because they want to get out of the market. So that makes opportunity for us as investors. And so as an investor, you've got to be looking for good quality deals. And as I said, if you can make money when you take that deal, when you buy that deal. And how can you do that? Well, you can buy a property and you can quickly add value by adding additional bedrooms, putting an extension on, or looking for properties that need refurbishment. When you buy those types of properties, you're going to be more protected. Properties that probably aren't going to be as good is something like a new build flat, right? If you buy a new build flat, they're normally overpriced anyway. And so if the market does go down, they're going to get hit quite hard. And you can't add any value to that property when you get it because it's all going to be brand new. It'll have new carpets. You're not likely to be able to add additional bedrooms to that type of property either. And so that means that it's not going to be a good use of your time to look at those sorts of deals. Other deals that could be quite tough at the moment is flips. And so if you're looking to flip a property, that could get tough, right? And so that's a consideration as well, because you might buy, if the market does drop in the time that you do that renovation project or extension or title splitting and turning it into flats, that could make it very, very tough for you to make you get your money back out of that property. That is another consideration. And so do I think you should be investing at the moment? Yes, but I think that you should be buying deals where you can add value, and I think you should be going into this looking to hold for the long term. My other suggestion is that I would be getting an interest rate fixed for 5 years to give you that certainty on what payments you're going to have and make sure that you've got cash flow coming into that deal each and every month. So it's a very, very good time to buy, and that will continue even if the market does crash, even if the interest rates go up. There is always good deals around. It's just getting educated and finding those good deals is a top priority for you guys. But I'd love to know your thoughts. What do you think about interest rates rising? Do comment below and let me know. And do take that finger of power and give me a quick like on there. That's really important because that helps me get more eyeballs on my content via YouTube. And look, if you're enjoying this, then maybe someone else could too. But do subscribe if you didn't. And also go and check out, see what happened in Doncaster on our latest deal by checking out our videos here. Thanks for watching. Bye for now.